Hello folks, welcome back. In this video I'm going to talk about a legendary knife. This one in particular is from Spyderco. It's a company that is based in Golden, Colorado in the US. This piece here in particular has a lot of history. It's actually the first knife that actually rolled out from the company. It's a small blade, less than 3 inches at the time. It's made that way because something that is about 3 inches is of legal carry in many parts of the US. For the knife itself, this knife started a lot of things in the cutlery business back then. It was first introduced in 1981 at the SHOT Show, and subsequent models were actually sold at the Texas State Fair to some exhibitors there. And this was actually made in Japan by one of Spyderco's largest supplier. And what we have here is a knife with the front lock. Now basically, if you look at the older lock backs, the lock is on the back, but this one has a front lock. I'll tell you why. This is also important to show you how it deploys. So the worker opens with one hand through the round hole, and it closes with one hand by depressing the front lock. So everything is done with one hand. And also this knife features a lot of patented firsts back then. You have a pocket clip that is fastened by 2 screws. And this was actually inspired by another product, a keychain on the designer's pocket. The guy behind this is Sal Glasser, and the Glasser family is running Spyderco with their latest generation, Eric, who is Sal's son. Sal began his foray into knives when he started selling sharpeners, and this is something that really captured the imagination of a lot of people as time progresses. But in the beginning, not many people are fond of the knife because of its looks, but to those who have used it, they have many good things to say. For a one-handed opener, the knife has a false edge, which actually helps to lighten the weight of the knife. The hump hole that you see, the hump and the hole, is something that is totally unusual. None of the factory knives back in the 80s have this feature. It's patented by Spyderco, and what I find interesting is that they actually take a lot of trouble in putting together a knife with a good high quality steel. We have here a knife with the Jingami 1 steel, or Jin 1, which is quite decent in terms of corrosion proof and edge retention. And this knife eliminates the need of opening and closing with 2 hands. As you can see, I can do it with one. And the pocket clip itself has been further improved in later models. They put 3 screws instead of 2. The worker actually has a couple of upgrades, and for your information, if you collect Spyderco knives, they are like 3,500 numbered editions. This is followed by several variations. They had 61 T6 aluminum slab on the knife that is lighter, and they also had an edition with a special coating called Tufram that actually quite resistant to scratches. And lastly, the production workers featured a black titanium coating on their blade. Now, as to commemorate the worker, a special limited run was made called the Worker Evolution set. So you have an original version of this knife, and its twin brother, one that has a Damascus blade made by Team Zowada. Also, it has a nice plexiglass case for you to show it to your friends. As time progresses, the Worker was dropped out of Spyderco's lineup, and one special edition, the commemorative edition, was introduced to mark the end of the Worker. This one came with a blue velvet box, and it has a small metallic plaque on the box to inform the user and its owner on the significance of the knife and what role it played to change the entire landscape of the knife manufacturing business. Nowadays you will find a lot of knives that has pocket clip and one hand opening feature like a thumb stud and a disc, but this one in particular started it all, and it's quite a rare piece because there's 2 screws here and it has patent pending on inscribed on the pocket clip. Oh well, yeah, that's all I have for the C1 Worker. I'm going to move on to another knife that I use for daily carry and a little bit of history behind it. So there you have it, Spyderco C1 Worker. Thank you very much for watching.